Good morning.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Context?
Chuck's not feeling well today, so he's off.
Did you just get in there?
What's that?
Have you been in there the whole time?
No, I just got here.
Oh, okay. You missed our
My-
wonder journey.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
how was the flooding?
Did that affect
My-
you? Oh.
My daughter's friend, her house had 8 inches of water. I was over there till 3 last night.
Oh.
Cleaning up. So I am really struggling right now. Let's go ahead and get started.
Okay. Well, I was working mainly in comments, resolving comments in pull request. The last one was the more difficult, the QI royalty stuff. I am now testing the last thing and rounding up some merge conflicts. I need to solve those. Well, I think everything looks fine so far. So I will resolve those conflicts and then move on to another pull request. That's it for me.
Okay. I wrapped up the bended phase. Started the deploy. I've seen you writing deploy dev central yesterday, so that's there. I need to run a few more tests there. I found one little message not making sense. Updated that today, and also started working on the lamination for switching the marks from the left to the right side. You're on mute, Ryan.
Just saying, oh good, that's good to get that.
Oh, good. Oh, okay.
Heard that one.
That's great. Great. So with that, it will be a little more refactoring about that, because I remember that we had these custom layouts availability where we can specify any layout. You remember that 5-up, right? So for the 5-up, we cannot rely on a grid layout and say, okay, the first block and first column will always be the bottom left corner. We don't know.
I think
Right,
we'd be
so-
okay to just do it on all 4 sides, honestly. If we can't reliably tell which.
Oh yeah. That refactor will actually measure all the blocks and say, okay, the full layout boundary is this and that, and,
Okay.
right? So I'm mentioning this because maybe you will see that it's introducing some changes in the layout.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Not changes actually, but a new method for finding that, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it for me, and I will continue testing the bending stuff, and that's it for me.
And then just a reminder, everybody, if you have anything you needed Sebastian's help on, he'll be out until next Thursday after today. So just reach out to him if there's anything.
No!
Yay.
We'll miss you, Sebastian.
I mean, yay for you.
Yay for me.
Oh, I guess, Chuck's not, yeah. Let's see. So yesterday I worked on the cutting planning. I think I got the way of deciding if we need to do planning tasks in the merge tasks figured out in a way that will just grow as we add more planning sessions. I do want to go over that with you this morning, Sebastian. So because we were talking about it, I changed it quite a bit from where we started.
Yeah, remember we talked about adding a new column in the tasks table? Maybe that's what changed.
That is what's changed, and then I moved a lot of the logic around the needs planning to the handlers, and so each planning type will implement their own needs planning.
Okay.
And that's kind of the flow, is then it just checks that.
Okay.
Because some of them, we couldn't necessarily just say, like, the 10K needed printing planning, because there was a whole bunch of if statements in there that, like, is it a reprint? Is it that? So it wasn't quite as straightforward as I was hoping. So there's still some logic in there. But I think it's done pretty cleanly, so for that. The other, it looks like Ramus, they were able to fix the TLS issue for Printify, so I'm going to be digging into that today as well, and hopefully get some good testing done. He also offered some times Monday and Tuesday from 8 to noon, so.
I know, I was like confused. I'm all that. Was that PM or AM?
Oh, yeah. That's a good question.
Might be 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. Huh?
I would think it was AM just because I think that 8 PM their time would be like 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning or something. So I think it's RAM. But I was like, is that PM or AM?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. So I was going to do probably focus most of my time on the Printify thing. Once I want to just go over cut planning with you, Sebastian, and make sure it fits what we need and feels good, because then I think we're good to get that out probably next week sometime, and put that to bed. But then spend probably most of the time on Printify, and then whatever other little issues pop up, and that's all.
I will say this much, that at least I feel like they're expanding their window and trying to meet us halfway, which they haven't seemed to do in the past, so that's something.
Yeah, no, that's quite helpful.
So, Scotty, I would say set up whatever time is comfortable for you, and if it runs into stand-up or whatever, that's fine. You can just skip that day, and I mean, if he'll do it at 9 a.m., do it at 9 and, go through your thing. We do enough off-hours work. I don't think you need to do that. We can work around that once. But if it is AM, that's what I would probably suggest, do 9, because I also wouldn't necessarily want him to have to work at 10 o'clock at night, if I feel like 9 would be a good time.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable to me. So I don't know if I'll need to set up something or not. I want to go through because now that the tests are working, I have a lot more ability to
play with it
myself and figure out what's wrong. So I won't engage him in a meeting unless it's necessary. But if so, I'll do that.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Deploy went out a lot later than I wanted it to.
No.
Got a lot out. Shocker. I kept finding things that I wanted to get out, and with Sebastian being gone next week, I thought it'd be good to get them out before he leaves, so at least we can have a day. But it'll probably break on the weekend. That won't be the same boat as we were. So I'm going to keep going on more pull requests. We've got a lot there. But I'm going to spend some time on the circles and the dies that I have that they brought up this week that I haven't been able to look at yet. So that'll be it.
Okay, so we have a really busy day because we talked to Tara about meeting at 10:30, and I thought she was going to send out an invite. Maybe I was supposed to, but then I got an email that I just forwarded to you and Rebecca. I just got it this morning as well. So it sounds like she's still planning on meeting on that, so that's going to be at 10:30. And then we have an interview at 1:30 this afternoon, so it just seems like it's going to be
it'll be busy
day.
You didn't forward the Tara's stuff
Oh,
no, you did. There it is. Sorry, I was looking for it down where my Mac shows it, and it's different in Outlook. Never
oh,
mind.
yeah.
I'm good.
Okay. So
Scotty,
I don't
you're on
know.
there too.
What's that?
Oh, Scotty,
I
he's
sent
on
it to all
there too.
three of you. I thought we'd all.
Yeah.
I mean, I was reading through that just this morning before I jumped on, and there's a lot in there. So I don't know
Feels like AI bomb.
what. Yeah, it does feel like AI vomit, and that's the point of this meeting, is to kind of narrow it down.
Okay.
So I'm going to be interested to see what Tara's take on all of that is, because, like you said, there's a lot of
Great.
vomit in there.
Well,
so.
let's see what we can figure out. It's
Yeah.
good to have some information to read through, though.
Yeah.
Take a
So
look.
I just thought I'd pass that on just so you could
Good.
have it.
Yep. I want to look at that
and
before
just,
our meeting.
yeah, and just know I just barely got it too, so I wasn't holding
And
on.
you said it's at 10:30, so.
Yeah, that was the plan. So I'll send out an email or a thing for that, because maybe she thought I was going to, and maybe she told me to. I don't remember, but either way, I didn't do it. So, anyways, all right. There was something that came into the tech escalation channel this morning. Normally, I would have had Chuck take a look at it. And for whatever it's worth, I did send them a message like, this is not an escalation. This is this is an email. You
Yeah,
know,
we-
she just
it
sent
sounds like-
she sent an email like 5 minutes before the meeting
Okay.
started.
So is this something that, I mean, this is now several times in the last week that the channel's not been used for the correct purpose. So is this a training thing that Tara needs to work on with her people?
yeah,
Or
and
is this
she's
something
aware
where
of
we need to
it.
remove people from their channel until they can
Yeah, I don't know.
show that they know how to use it correctly?
I've been in conversations with Tara about it. I mean, I don't know that the other stuff this week wasn't reasonable.
Oh, no, that one was. No, I'm thinking of, there were like 2 or 3 this week, though, that seemed like they
Yeah.
were.
Yeah, the Gerardo sent one up that wasn't in tech escalation. You know,
Yeah, oh yeah, when he wanted to talk to you guys about the.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on.
not. Yeah, come up and talk to us. You don't need to send that
Yeah.
on an escalation
Maybe.
channel. So
He
yes,
could send me
you're
a
right.
text.
And so what I think I'm gonna start doing is just what I did this morning, and just start putting it out there. This is not an escalation. This is for emergencies. If you need something, send it to the dev tickets, the dev thing, and it'll be a ticket. And we monitor our tickets every day, and that's essentially what I said.
Every time you guys send a text message, Scotty leaves his kids in the park and rushes home.
Yeah, they're probably dead.
And
We
sometimes they
haven't
get
seen
left
them.
in the back of a hot car.
Exactly. Sometimes they're in the back of a hot car. I leave them wherever. I drop everything.
It's really been wearing on me lately, and so I'm gonna try to. You guys got to stop.
Completely
Do
understandable.
that.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Um,
what'll have to be is that somebody in production's going to have to be the gatekeeper instead of having all of it. Or
Yeah.
well, now you know why I'm not on it. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'll move on.
When everything is an emergency, nothing is an emergency, and that's
Exactly.
where it's going to. So, anyway, I'm.
Sounds
What's
like,
that?
Reading that, it sounds like Mixed Tiles. I mean, because we go out to them for their shipping label, so I think.
Can you bring up the ticket, Rebecca?
I think
I
somebody
mean-
needs to talk to them.
Yeah, that's an account manager needs to reach out.
Okay.
Because it looks like they were very deliberately made 2 labels. They had the list of what, like, one for these books and one for this book. Like it looked like they had deliberately done that. Which
So let's talk about, because I doubt Rebecca or I are as familiar with how the code as you guys. So we need to write a response. And so as the response, you'll need to check with the with account manager to reach out to to Mixed Tiles, because we're just pulling a label from their
We're just
system.
pulling it and printing it. Yep.
And so if they're sending more than one, the account manager will have to work with
with Mixed Tiles.
Mixed Tiles.
Because yeah,
Sorry.
Mixed Tiles is doing that, right? Pretty sure.
Or Hawk. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Let's
Hawks.
verify that that's the way it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says customer supply.
supplied label.
Customer
Okay.
supplied, so.
Do you want me to write a response? I'll write a response.
I don't care. I can.
You want?
I can.
No,
I
I will.
could
I'll
too.
do it. I'll write a response. Okay.
I will leave out most of the normal F words that I put in my response.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say much. I'm just gonna say this.
That's too bad,
this
Scotty.
is not our label. We don't generate the label. We just,
You just say those words for when I'm gone.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Ryan walks out the door and Scotty's like a sailor.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
In America, there's a saying, talk like a sailor, and it's a reference to the U.S. Navy, and they get out on the ships and they use a lot of profanity in there. Apparently, it's just kind of a saying here, and I don't know how true it is. I'm not a sailor or whatever, but apparently they use a lot of profanity. So if somebody says he talks like a sailor, that's what it means, is he uses a lot of profanity. Okay.
I painted myself in a rather beautiful light this morning.
What is
I thought
profanity?
you did.
Swear words.
Swear words.
Swear.
Curses.
Cursing.
Huh?
Bad words.
Oh, I see.
Shit.
Bad words.
Hey, I know a fair amount of swear words in Spanish, but I will refrain from
Thank
using
you.
them.
I don't know any, so I can.
We're close to that bad word every day when we say batch sheets count.
We
And with
like
you guys' accent, it's really, really close.
It is.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I always think about that. I say,
Yeah,
maybe
it
doing
makes us chuckle,
wrong.
just so you know.
Yeah,
And we like it, so please don't change.
Yeah, don't stop. We actually, or at least I rather enjoy it.
It's blasphemia is profanity.
Yeah, we don't use
Black-
blasphemia. Yeah, but it's,
Stupid.
yeah,
Stupid Google.
Probably slang for.
but yeah, I see.
Huh.
What's blasphemy in Spanish?
We say mala palabra,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like bad word, mala palabra, or something else that I don't want to say.
Don't want to give.
Right.
It only mattered to Mario. The rest of it.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Now I really want to know, dang it.
Oh no.
Okay, well, we could get into it. I know we have this other meeting, and I would like to read through that a little bit more too.
I have
so
one
got-
thing.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah. So if there's
Me too.
anything important, let's go over those, and then.
What
You
is the
mentioned that,
minted?
Minted that we try to change the width and height of a specific
Oh.
product to manipulate it and make it fit something else, and you
That's
write something, Chad, saying that you wanted to bring that in stand-up.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
No.
After that,
Yes.
Chase said he thinks that maybe we swapped the width and the height
Yeah.
on the
And so the
product.
question we wanted to know is if the width and height were swapped, would that make a difference? Would that allow us to get 4 out?
If the
Right,
width was
that's-
6.3.
That's
Depends on
not
the
the
product.
case. Yeah, actually not, because whenever we impose, we try imposing both directions, rotated and
Oh,
non-rotated.
okay.
So it will always win the direction that give us
Works.
more outs, right? So in that case, I try that out, swapping width and height, and we still get 2 outs.
Okay.
The issue is the dimensions are not the same as the knot liner.
Mhm.
So they asked, hey, can we make this product be the same dimension as the knot? We can totally do that by product setup configuration, right? But that's not the product spec in the first place. So is Mint allowing for that? Is that okay?
Yeah. And so it's kind of interesting because Chase came down and he said that the sample that they sent over didn't match their spec sheet. And so he's like, so yeah, they don't care because that's not even the sample they said. So we would be okay doing it. And I just brought up the question, and forgive me, it's out of my own ignorance. I don't know how all this works. It just feels like we're getting a lot of requests to manipulate stuff, and then ultimately, what is that going to mean? Does that mean that if something happens in our system where it doesn't make that manipulation, but it may not even be working that way? I just didn't know. And so I guess that's my question: is if you alter it to do what they're asking, is there risk involved in that, or is it not really? Is that kind of nonsense?
Yeah, the risk is that their payload stands for a specific width and height, right? Out of that payload, we build a SKU, and now the product we have the SKU built with that specific dimension, and what's more important, their payload specifies specific dimension. Right. Then, inside, once the order lands, the product actual specs width and height, forget about the SKU, can be whatever we want. It can totally be something square or really thin, wide, whatever. Right? That is what will get printed. If that doesn't match what the payload actually says, then we might have a conflict at a certain point with me to say our payload says exactly that. Why are you printing and cutting this other size?
Yeah. Right? Which inevitably is going to happen.
Yeah, unless they say, because that's informational for us, that dimensions there, right?
Yeah,
it's informational. So the question Chase or Jason, I don't remember who asked was, can we change the product spec without having Minted change their payload? Yes, we can, but
is that a good idea?
Is there an agreement about that with them? I don't know. That's up to Chase and you and everyone else. Can we do it? Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. Well, and that's what I do. I just feel like we're taking on an awful lot of risk for all these customers that are, sending one thing and then wanting us to manipulate, and then inevitably what happens is they forget that they told us that it was okay to manipulate it, and then they're, why are you doing this? Well, exactly. We told you. And anyways, okay. So
by the way, the dimension change that they need is really minor, right? So
which I think is what they're gonna want us to do. I just feel like there's been a lot of these lately with Printify and with now Wonderbly is asking us to do something, and Minted is always asking us to do something, and I think we do stuff for chat books, and I think there's a bunch of them.
I've got another one.
Yeah. And then, okay.
Right here.
Talk about
I might need Scotty to explain this one. My brain doesn't catch up. Okay, so currently with Nanogram, specifically in their code calls for a package ID 65, which is their envelope. Whenever it sees, I know for sure this ship method, the first class pre-sort. It might be other ship methods, Scotty, I can't remember.
There's two.
Okay.
First class flats and first class letter. But they call for different recommended packaging.
Oh, okay. And that applies to their two existing card products that are using this envelope. However, and they're simplex and duplex. However, now they're asking for us to set up two additional card products, but use an Alexander's A4 printed envelope. So the question is, how would we code this? Because we can't go off ship method if they're both using the same ship method. Well, because these two new products would use
product ID or something.
Yeah, but it's not
Uh,
identified, the order item isn't identified at that time, right, Scotty? Is that what you said?
Well, we can get to it, but right now we're only keying off the order in there when we determine what the recommended packaging is. So,
I think we should push this onto them. Say, I'm
Call-
sorry, I don't think that
Provide
there's
it
enough-
in your payload?
Yeah,
if they do that,
you're gonna have to tell us a different ship method or a different packaging type or something that we can key off
Yeah.
from there,
yeah, and
not just product.
that's totally reasonable, I think.
So currently codes for package ID 16 and anagram. 2 additional card products are used in Alexander's A4 printed envelope. Yeah, they're gonna, if we're gonna start doing different shipping method, they're gonna have to probably switch to use. And I think we can, well, are we adding an item for the envelope now at this point? I think we are, right?
No, it's just
We're doing it the
recommended
old way?
packaging. It's the old way recommended packaging.
Yes. Yeah,
Well, maybe we need to switch them over to do it with an order item and they need to start sending in, I don't know.
Similar to chat.
That's
Yeah, similar to chat books. Either send in an envelope for that gets the printing. Yeah, actually, they could. Because we are putting the IFB code on there for them, aren't we?
yes.
And we will also need to change their workflow so that it goes CPS like
Yeah.
workflow.
Which I think Tara's going to want anyway. So maybe we talk to Tara about it and see, and then we just have them send in one product ID for the printed envelope and a different ID for the. And so is it a blank envelope? We're still printing on the blank envelope.
No.
I
Really?
think so, because,
Sorry.
yeah,
Because they're still doing the first class pre-sort.
Well, they're like a blue envelope.
Well, that's the one we're doing now.
well, yeah, they
Yeah.
wanna,
But they want to do a regular.
Alexander.
Oh,
one.
sorry, you're talking about the new ones. Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, she said these 2 new products need to use a printing one-side white A4 envelope.
Which is what we would normally do.
Which they'd also want those to go CPS in the same way, I think, because these
Huh.
are
I
going
would
to be.
imagine.
Yeah,
But I don't know. We probably need to talk to Tara to make sure that they want that before we switch them over that way. It is different because they do card sets instead of just one book, one card, or one card. It should be the same thing though. We do subset card, subset envelope. So it should be, but let's find out.
In the case
Then-
of chatbots, we don't even need to receive the envelope item as a
No.
in the payload.
We're adding that, but I think for Nanogram, because they want 2 different ones, I think we put that on them to change it.
Okay,
Otherwise,
well
I don't really
that
have
might
any-
simplify a little bit.
Yeah.
oh,
Because then we can put the modifier, or we can put we can put some sort of a modifier on there that says add address and type, and then we can key off that when we draw it on there. Because we're gonna need to have different logic for the larger 5x7 than the 4x6. So this is still a fair amount of work on our end, and it bears the question: is this? I would say this is kind of a medium-ish project. So.
yeah, Yeah.
Nanogram is not, yes, they're a good customer, but it's not a high revenue customer. So I
Yeah.
don't, not sure something Charlie
Yeah.
wants us to do.
yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
also, just, I am sure that Leah and Jamie have no idea about all of the work involved, because this came across as just a note on the product request.
Yeah.
Like,
No, yeah.
the
is not
amount
good.
of new products that have been requested over the last 2 weeks with whatever,
I'm
like,
surprised
the
that
extra
this-
stuff.
This
has
should
been
have come through the
phenomenal.
new product meeting. I don't know why
Yeah.
there are things that are not.
All
coming
of the
through
new products.
I mean,
None of them ever get brought up.
it seems like they'd only bring up new partners. They don't necessarily
Yes.
bring up, well, no, they do bring up new products for a partner, but it's not being
Sometimes.
brought up. So maybe we can put a big thing that big checkbox, was this presented in the new product meeting and is approved?
Yeah,
and they can't submit it until that's done.
that'll
I don't know.
really help me.
And I'll bring it up next week when we all meet. Like, why are, we'll ask the question.
Why are we
these-
skipping this? Because
Yeah.
now we're trying to figure this out, and this is not a.
and we
Well,
don't-
and I honestly think it's because a lot of the new products don't go through the salesman. It's just the account
Well,
managers.
a lot of new products are just Alexander's, like they're just samples, things like that. That's not a big. But when it's for when it's for an existing partner, I think we need to have a little bit more conversation.
Yeah, and my guess is that this probably, since it's an existing customer, because it seems like it's only the salesmen that are bringing these things up, and so when an existing customer, it's who should have brought it up, not because nobody represents them other than Jamie, right? And so she would have to be the one that brought them. So I don't know. We'll have a conversation about that and see what the best way to handle this going forward, because what we're doing is probably not adequate.
Maybe we could have an additional meeting with
Well, no, they just need to
account
bring it up.
managers.
This is the
Because-
meeting. They need
Yeah.
to bring them to that meeting. I don't know.
Well, it's
We'll
just
figure
because
it out. I don't
the
know.
account managers don't go to the meeting. Jamie
but Jamie
isn't
does.
aware of all the. I'm sure she's not aware of all the
Yeah.
new products from all of the partners.
Yeah,
I don't want
I
to
don't know
have
what
to
the
have that
answer
on their
is. I'll-
shoulders.
I'll ask her.
We'll just figure out a better way to tie that up so that it's,
I mean, for that matter, we could. We even could say, okay, well, we'll bring them, but then you're gonna have to
Sure.
wait until the next meeting before we start working on them. So, if that's acceptable, then
Yeah.
then we can do that. Like, they can send it in like they are, and then we'll bring in and say, okay, here's the new product requests that we have, and then we can discuss them. So, I don't think that would be that big of a deal for us to do it, other than you have to wait until the next meeting to deal with it, if that's how we want to go forward with it.
And a lot of times, the request.
It's ASAP.
An email that says, "Hey, can you set this up ASAP so I can run
Yeah.
a sample?"
Yeah.
It's like, well, I can't set this up. Actually, it has to be a developer, so it's not going to be ASAP. But
Okay, well, we'll address that then. Does anybody else have anything for today's call? Okay. All right, thanks, everybody. We'll get to it, I
Okay.
guess.
Sounds
Okay.
good. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.